This Thanksgiving, don't just set the table, set the scene for an unforgettable holiday experience.
And here to show us how to liven up your Turkey Day spread is celebrity event planner Yaz Quiles. Thanks for being here once again with an
thank you so
amazing
much.
spread.
Thank you. So happy to be back.
Yay!
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You as well.
We're so thankful to have you here. Now, usually people are focused on the food, but we have to focus on the presentation as well, right, Yaz? We can't forget about that.
Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays, and not only because of friends and family and because of the feast, but also what the feast goes on, and it's an immaculate table.
Yes.
So today I've brought you 4 different table options for Thanksgiving.
4?
But before we pick out an option, what's the most important thing people need to consider with picking out which style fits them? Because that can be overwhelming.
That can be overwhelming. I think one of the first things to consider is what your budget is. I think budget will set some parameters around what you can do, and then from there you can build on it. So if you have a limited budget, then you may want to work with some existing pieces and build on top of it. But if you know what, there is no budget parameters, and I would say go all the way out.
Okay. All right. So where do you want to begin, Yaz?
Let's begin from this side over here.
All right. Let's do this.
Okay, so our first look is like natural elegance.
I love it.
Okay, there's a little secret about this tablescape here.
Tell us.
It's all from the dollar store.
Stop
Do
it.
not.
Really?
I cannot make this stuff up. Okay, it's so exciting. So first,
wait a minute.
Every element that you see here, I've gotten from the 99-cent store.
No.
The clear plates, the white center salad plate, along with the glassware. Can you believe they sell this there?
No.
No clue.
And then we have some candles that we can light. You know, every centerpiece doesn't have to include, you know, fresh florals or a silk florals. What we can do is incorporate some fresh fruits and vegetables
That's
and
what
some
I love
candle
about
lighting.
this one.
And
so
then there's
practical.
also a piece of wood here that basically acts as a centerpiece for it. And what's great about this is that, again, you can eat it, it's multi-purpose, and it's very cheap. The one thing that's not from this 99-cent store that I cheated just a tad is the charger plate, which is from a thrift store.
Oh.
Plated in sterling silver. Guess how much I paid for it?
How much?
$2.
Oh, stop it.
Can't make it up.
This is unbelievable. Are you
kidding?
No.
That is awesome.
So that entire set is $2, $3, $4,
Right, like
$5,
$10.
So $5 for that set.
Exactly.
Wow.
You are kidding me. I can't even speak.
I'm impressed already. We
This
don't
is
need to
so
do
exciting.
anything
You know
else.
what? I
We're done.
tested the crew behind the scenes, and nobody guessed.
Nobody
I would
guessed.
never guess that. And your guest will never guess as well.
Exactly.
That's the best
Okay,
thing.
so bring us to this pumpkin magic over here.
So this is more of a traditional table setting. What I wanted to do is kind of stay in line with what most people think what Thanksgiving's supposed to look like.
Exactly.
It's autumn colors. It's burgundy, it's orange, it's aubergine. This here starts with a charger plate. And it's made out of wicker. And again, this is something that we can utilize from the summer. So remember we were doing the summer segment?
Yes.
This is something we could have utilized for that.
Double duty.
We take a traditional plate that has some motifs around it, and then the plate on top looks a little bit of exotic. So I'm playing around with a lot of patterns, but really staying within the same colors. So as you'll see, we're having a little bit of fun with the leopard tumbler.
Leopard
Yes.
tumbler.
Let's throw that in
That's
there.
not normally my thing. However, I do have some friends who adore leopard, and this is a way that you can, you know, include it in your tabletop and have a little fun and have a little pop, as well as the gold tablecloth. A lot of people traditionally wouldn't do something that bold.
That's very
but
bold.
considering everything else that's going on, it tones it down a little bit.
It's true.
And it also brings some spice to the whole occasion. I like
Yeah,
that.
you wouldn't hear gold and leopard and think it would look this tasteful.
Yes,
but
very
you
tasteful.
managed to pull it off.
And then this one actually has some fresh flowers and a pumpkin, and these are things that you can easily get from the supermarket. So if you're gonna sit here and tell me, hey Yaz, I don't know how to make a centerpiece, because I'm sure that's what's coming up next, right?
No, that's such a creative, great way to use the pumpkin.
This comes from, you know, supermarket. As is, you cut it off, you tie it on the bottom, you have a pumpkin, you cut off the top, scoop it out, centerpiece.
Wow, and it's a
Are you
great
kidding?
activity for the whole family.
Exactly.
I love it. All right.
Yes, you're blowing my mind. Okay, so what have we got
That's what
going
I like to
here?
do today.
So we're moving on from the gold to the silver. Let's talk.
All right, so the silver look is more of a grand luxe. So this is when we're talking about, you know, you're not considering budget, you want to go all out, then you can do something like this. The charger plate is from a great store called Pier 1, and as you can see, it has some really shiny silver in it, and then this dinner plate is like a pearl color, so you can see the iridescence in it. It's really beautiful.
That is nice.
I noticed that a lot of your place settings have like texture to them. Is that key when making a place set?
When you're utilizing one color like we have here, it's nice to have texture to kind of differentiate between each of the layers. So if you have one color, whether it be red or brown or any color that you want, that's a way to kind of, you know, create levels and dimension.
This is adorable.
Yeah, and you know what's really fun? So as an example, I have a girlfriend who is having a baby. If you want to make an announcement, there's some things that you can put under the bell jar. So as an example, you can have a little box and then open it up and say, we're having a baby.
Wow, that's a great reveal for the family. And of course,
is.
more flowers.
More flowers, absolutely.
Can't
And you
go
can
wrong.
utilize, silk flowers, or you can do fresh depending on the time, the time constraints that you have. This may be something that's already existing in the house and you can build upon it, or you can just do it fresh, based on, again, what your budget parameters are.
Okay,
right.
now this is an over-the-top glamour.
I love this one.
it. The reds, the Bordeaux. This is fantastic.
Well,
Talk to us about
this is our recycled table setting.
What does that
What do
mean?
you mean recycle?
Wait, remember when I was here for the Halloween segment?
Yes.
And I talked about repurposing some of those items?
Yes.
Every single item here was used for a past segment.
Really?
This
That
is from the
is
Dios de los
impressive.
Muertos?
Yes.
Really?
So the charger plate, the maroon charger plate, is from the Dia de los Muertos. The brass plate and the wood dinner plate is actually from the summer entertaining segment that we did.
All right.
That is true.
Wow, that is genius.
I'm
Using
telling you,
these
just
same
use it-
things in your
right,
house. A lot of people
right.
think they have to spend an inordinate amount of money to come out and buy these things, but they don't have to.
It's often something that we talk about here, about repurposing and utilizing. And one of the things that I like to do in my design aesthetic is buy pieces that I can continue to use moving forward. So this is something, again, it has a very completely different look, but,
Now, what do you say to people who are afraid to bring in this much color into their home? Can you go
Get
wrong?
over it.
I would say start with the colors that you're comfortable with. I think most people have probably white plates. Do you have white plates in your house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your foundation color. Then you start with the color that maybe you have on an accent wall, some of the furniture. Work with the color that you have in this space already. That way it seems really consistent and you're not kind of working against the space.
Yeah, it has to feel like you still. Just because
Exactly.
it's Thanksgiving doesn't mean you have to throw out your entire personality.
Exactly. And then you can pull pieces from the house, and that's ways that you can save some money as well. So as an example, this may be a box that holds some envelopes and some pens, but you can repurpose it as a centerpiece vase.
That's so awesome. Okay, so which centerpiece and which setting are you going to have at your dinner, and what time does dinner start? Because we're coming.
I would say, honestly, it'd probably be the Grand Lux. I like everything sparkly,
Of
gold,
course
and
you
grandeur.
do. All right, thank you so much for these
Fantastic.
great tips.
Oh, yes, you never disappoint.
Thank
I'm
you.
ready to decorate.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Happy
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
And you're watching Arise Entertainment 360.
This is